Welcome back to a special edition of the Owl Pod. I'm your host, still, David Litvin. Alongside me, my beloved co-host,
Amelia, right? Excited for today's edition?
It's a podcast of firsts, I will say. It's
yeah,
our first
different
live
environment
show.
for sure.
First live show.
Mm-hmm.
First show with 2 guests, not just one.
Mm-hmm. Double trouble.
We're traveling. We're in the lobby live. Actually live. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Live. From the lobby of Liacouras. Before men's basketball takes on USF in their whiteout game.
Mm-hmm.
And we are happy to be joined by football players Curly. How do you pronounce your last name, by the way?
Ordonez.
Ordonez?
Yeah.
And Peter Clarke.
Hell yeah.
They're nice enough to join us before their game.
Not their game, basketball's game.
Oh, sorry, before basketball's game. I think I'm a little.
Are you nervous?
It's a new environment, a little nervous.
There's a lot going on. A lot of people walking
There's
by.
a crowd. Yeah, this is new territory for me, but I'll adjust.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I hear there's going to be a large number of football players in attendance today. Is that true?
Yeah. A bunch of football players supporting fellow student athletes. Big whiteout game. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, it's always an exciting day when you have the whiteout. Remember last year,
Oh, yeah.
Memphis. I was at that game. Were you at that game, Peter?
Yeah, I think I was at that game. My best memory of a whiteout is when we played Houston after we went down there and beat them.
Oh, yeah.
That was my freshman year. That was good.
And they were ranked 1.
That was a huge upset. We went to their building, we beat them, and then they came here, and their fans traveled. I remember that. I remember watching that game.
It was packed.
And their fans sat right behind their bench, and they're pretty obnoxious.
Yeah, that was good though.
Wait, Peter, I gotta test your memory here. Do you remember your student orientation? Because we both came the same term. We came spring 23, and I was in SDHM at the time, and we were both. I remember this because it was on Zoom. We were in the same student orientation. I was like, Peter Clarke, and then I remember I followed Temple football, and they had posted about you. I was like, I think that guy's on the football team.
Yeah.
You probably my camera wasn't on. So
I was going to say, it doesn't seem like he was very
has no
engaged.
idea what I'm talking about.
I was late getting over to America, so I was doing that orientation in England, and the time difference was killing me.
Oh, it's cool to say you have no recollection.
So
of it,
yeah,
but,
I have zero recollection.
He doesn't remember the name David Litvin.
I remember I was actually walking up Broad Street right here. I was on Zoom and I think that guy's on the football team. Here we are.
Fun fact.
3 years later. All right, well, let's get into what we have planned. A little overview. We're going to talk a little bit about current state of Temple football. Mm-hmm. I know we just started our winter workouts. If
1
that's
week down, right?
1 week.
Yep, 1 week down.
We'll talk that. We'll talk transfer portal because you can't talk NCAA football without talking transfer portal.
Yep.
Of course, yeah.
And then we'll get into a little bit about both of your journeys to Temple. When we have guests on, we like to ask them about how they landed up in North Philly. And I think for both of your stories, based on some of the reading I've done, is pretty unique. So I think it'd be cool to hear both of your stories and how you got to Temple. And then we'll conclude with some Temple takes. And might we say we've got some participation from the Owl Faithful via our Instagram at the Owl Podcast on Instagram.
Follow if you're not already.
Go ahead and follow if you're not. But let's start with where we are right now, which is 1 week down in winter workouts. And based on our discussion before the episode started, those workouts seem like they're giving the guys a little bit of trouble. You guys do them in Star, right?
Yeah, so we work out a couple runs a week, bunch of lifts over at the football facility on 10th and Diamond. Our runs are indoor. We run real early in the morning, so Coach likes to keep us out the snow we just got over the weekend and keeps us inside. But, yeah, running inside, lifting at the football facility. It's been good. Week 1 is rough. Body's adjusting. Winter break. Eating a bunch of Christmas food.
Right.
And hanging out at home. Mom's cooking.
You went home for break?
No, I stayed here, but Ma sent over her recipes, so I was definitely eating well.
Yeah. So I got to say, I'm awfully curious about these runs, not just because I'm a runner, but I hear a lot.
I'm not curious. They sound
I hear
hard.
that the lacrosse team has also seen some of the evidence of said runs.
Yep. Yeah.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down by that.
I believe someone left some remnants of their breakfast, I guess, maybe on the Star Turf, because of these runs that you guys are talking about.
Or no?
No.
You say what? Well, I'm hard hearing over here. What you said?
They said that They want to know how the runs are going because they left some remnants on the field.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to speak on my experience, especially when I first got here. Like, my first day here, I died. Like, the first lift, double calf cramp, barely make it out of the weight room, in a locker room, like, dying, right? So I came from a JUCO, which was, like, BS. Didn't have to really work out. So my first day here, it was like I got to get on it. I got to work out on my own. This ain't show up
like
the
a
temple.
welcome to D1 moment.
You know,
double calf.
It was
cramp.
real.
I have never heard of a double.
Yeah,
calf.
that's
That's probably my second cramp of my life.
You got to
this
incorporate some
different.
bananas into your
up that potassium.
No, for sure.
But no, the runs do get real. Like, especially in the winter, if you end the season at the start of December and you don't run over a break,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to hit you like a brick.
All right, so I got to dive in a little bit deeper to these runs. So it's full team, right? Are like, I'm always curious, are the kickers and punters, like, are they running too?
Yeah. So, like,
Wow.
every position has a different need, right? And there's different criteria for each position. You're not going to ask the 175-pounders to run the same time as a 300-pounder, right? So we split into groups. You have the skinny guys, the medium-sized guys, and the real big guys. 3 different groups, 3 different times to make your runs.
But all the same type of run.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
same type of run. The same requirement, just a different time to make it to the line.
Wow.
That's fair that the timing piece gets. I think the kicker versus like the left tackle would probably be.
Yeah.
There'd probably be some difference in speed there. But
Carl can move though.
No, Carl running.
Yeah, Carl can move.
Wait, no, Carl's the kicker.
Yeah.
I think the kicker
He's
would
shouting
be.
out the kicker.
Wouldn't he be quicker than left tackle?
Definitely.
Yeah, but he's not very agile, I would think. Like,
Yeah, but people have their stereotypes about kickers. But
I got
Carl,
Carl can run. I ain't gonna lie.
I respect.
Carl's a
No,
dog.
wait.
Gotcha.
I'm like a.
you're not throwing shit.
I'm a known respecter of kickers.
Okay.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm not one of those guys on Twitter that's just like ripping the kicker after he misses.
Okay.
That's not me. Okay, so the runs are tough. What else? I know those workouts also start at what, like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So
That's a huge adjustment.
I'll be honest. Like, our practices in the fall, they start at 7, and I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna call out one of our freshmen on the first day of practice slept right through it. I'm guessing, the punishment for missing the first day of cross country practice and the first day of football practice might be a little different. Have we had any of the younger guys sleep through or not make it to practice on time?
Not really. The emphasis from the old guys and the culture that we've built kind of drags young guys along if they aren't keeping up with the pace. So we didn't have anyone miss the morning workouts. We had dudes stumble in 5 minutes before, not knowing what was about to happen to them. Sure. And they found out the hard way that you got to wake up, eat something, get stretched out. But we have a good group of young players. We have a good nucleus coming back of the core of the team.
Nucleus, that's a good word there.
Yeah. And the culture's strong over at Temple Football, and we bring the young guys along.
I'm happy to hear that.
That's good to hear, yeah.
How do the workouts evolve over the course of the spring? So you guys are running now. At what point do you get back on the field? I'm sure the running, I can't imagine that being super fun for you guys. When do you guys get back on the field and start running around?
Yeah. This week, first team back, you're not going to do mat drills right away, right? Mm-hmm. So you have this week with team runs, next week team runs, then you have 4 to 5 weeks of mat drills after that, which are some of the most grueling workouts you'll ever do in your life, along with the lifts. And then we'll go on spring break. Once we get back from spring break, that's when spring ball is going to start. We're practicing, we're in pads, and that will take us until mid-April. And we're in with a spring game.
Yeah. I know the spring break. I know the spring game is always kind of the highlight of the spring term for you guys, and something that your coaches probably put a huge emphasis on, because after that, you get a couple weeks off, then you're back for summer, right?
Yeah, so you get a couple weeks of just workout, staying in shape, and then everyone goes away for May break. You come back after May break, you have a couple months of summer conditioning, summer workouts, and then you hit full camp, preseason camp.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm always curious, so thanks for answering some of my questions about some of our winter workouts. Let's talk a little transfer portal.
Get into the nucleus,
Let's
as Peter touched on.
Because you made a comment about the nucleus being strong, and I think the recent development of the transfer portal would align with that. Amelia and I were texting before this. You guys lost 0 starters to the transfer portal.
It's a crazy stat.
And I think it's even crazier when you kind of look at where Temple football currently sits in the landscape of the NCAA and how impressive that is. Especially we see some of the deals that get done for players, especially at so-called mid-majors or conferences like the American. I know Oklahoma State, when they lost their head coach, when North Texas lost their head coach to Oklahoma State, quarterback, running back went, so forth. But you guys didn't lose any starters. Talk about that. Was that something you were expecting going in? I know, I'm sure transfer portal is a crazy time for everybody. Was that something you guys were surprised to see, or you knew that the core would kind of remain?
I mean, I'm going to speak. I feel like I didn't really expect nobody to leave, definitely because, like, I wasn't here the previous years before Keeler, but just, like, speaking to people and understanding how it was before he got there, it was like, you know, it was just like everybody was amazed. Like okay, this is it's a head coach. Like, it's a program now. It's a coach here. So I feel like he really made us buy in and realize what it's like to have a real head coach and really build the team, build a bond, like real brotherhood. So I feel like just having that, I was real confident nobody really leaving, to be honest. Like, even me myself.
Yeah, I think it was different on both of our sides of the football. Defense had a lot of graduates, a lot of older dudes. They lost a lot of guys to graduation rather than the transfer pool. Whereas the offense, we had 2 tight ends that played return. We had our 4 starting linemen return. We had every receiver we wanted back. So for us, it was a lot more about retention than it was losing people to graduation. And it just goes back to the culture, the shared values that we have, understanding what we can achieve if we all stay and buy into this culture. We were 3-9 for how many years? 1 year of buying into Coach Keeler's culture. We go around 5-7, lose 2 games by a point. Who knows what happens after that, right? So we knew if we come back and we buy into the culture that he's set in place, we lean on each other and we continue to develop, like, the sky's the limit. So offense was a little bit different. There was a lot more conversations about sticking together as a group, but we all chose to stay, and we were happy with that decision.
Yeah. And
that's great to hear.
Obviously, we talked about retainment there, but you guys also brought in players. I know. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not deep in the transfer portal tab, so I'm not going to pretend like I know every person you brought in. But obviously, you lost your quarterback, Evan Simon, who, by the way, was on the podcast.
Was on the pod,
was on the podcast a couple months ago.
He was excited that Peter was getting on today.
Very, very excited. Peter was joining us today. I know you guys brought in a couple quarterbacks. Obviously, it's early, 1 week in. What have you guys seen from the new faces on campus that just joined the squad this term?
I think that the guys that brought in, there were a lot of star players, if that's what you want to call them, involved in their recruitment. Recruitment dinners, Zoom calls, a whole bunch of different things, right? So the coaches knew what talent they had, but we needed to make sure we were bringing the right people into the building. Because the people in the locker room is going to dictate how the culture builds, carries on, and develops. So we were big in learning about these guys in terms of, we know what you can do on the field. How are you in the locker room? How are you when things get tough? Can I look you in the eye and expect your best the same way you can for me, right? And there were guys who came on a visit, didn't gel with us, chose to go somewhere else. But everybody who chose Temple also chose them. Our locker room looked at them and said, you are one of us. You're going to fit in here. Like, we'd love you to be an owl. So, like, I'm really happy with the guys we got. We're involved in their recruitment process. We're involved in every step of convincing them to come to Temple because this is going to be the best place for them. And, like, I just can't wait to play football with these guys.
Yeah, and if you haven't listened to the Owl Pod, we haven't talked football in a couple months because obviously you guys are out of season. We are well-documented believers in the Keeler effect.
We're big Keeler fans, especially his dance moves after a win. We'll get into that a little bit more later.
Love the dance moves, but I feel like what you just spoke to kind of emphasizes Keeler effect.
Of
and
course.
I feel like I can't speak. I haven't spent time at any college football program, nonetheless, outside of Temple. But I'm going to go out and venture that the process that you just described is probably not universal in how people are brought in. A lot of times, it might be just driven by money in the landscape that we're in. Let's just be honest. So I think it's important what you said is Temple's also choosing them. You're not just bringing in people that, like you said, they're obviously high-level athletes, high-caliber football players, but they also need to be the right kind of person to gel in the locker room. And I think that's going to win over the course of a season, even more so than just bringing in someone who might have an extra star or two next to their name.
Yeah.
No doubt. And that's kind of where the levels of recruiting come into play. Like, and Curly's an example of that. He was like a leader in tackles last year. Every big play that happened, his name was at the forefront of it, and he was recruited out of a junior college. Everyone talks about these big transfers coming in from these big schools, but junior colleges are a big part of this process, and finding those gems like Curly, who's going to come into a program and instantly make a difference, is a huge part of it too. So like his aspect of the transfer portal was completely different to some of these other guys who come in from P5 programs, other G5 programs.
Yeah, that's a great segue.
That's a great segue, yeah.
Especially like me not even being recruited by this coaching staff. Like I was recruited by the previous coaching staff,
Right.
and like I still like was like enforcing. Now I got to go to Temple. I just felt like I felt home. Like I was home.
You're taking one of the questions I had.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
we were about to talk about Road to Temple.
No, you're good.
All right, be patient.
I had read an article, and and for those of you listening, it's very uncommon for an athlete to commit to a school with a previous head coach, and then when that head coach is either leaves or is dismissed, to stick with that school. But in this article I read, you were adamant that you wanted to be here regardless of if the previous coach was here or not. So talk a little bit more about that. Obviously, we'll get into the JUCO route and what that experience meant for you. But let's start with being steady on I want to go to Temple University. Why did you have that feeling, and how were you confident in that?
Yeah, first I'm gonna speak like I'm not gonna touch on junior college, but that was my first offer first. So like getting offered, sometimes I feel like some coaches do like rely on what you have, like they kind of see you got this. So you know what? It wasn't too much conversation. Really, just like once I got here, like the biggest thing like the earning your single digit, that's like showed me like, okay, this is not a school where I'm gonna just grab this play here 4 or 5 star. I'm gonna just give him number one. I'm gonna give him a spot, and like the only way he don't play is if he just clearly just doesn't perform to that level. So I feel like it was little things that I seen throughout that was like, okay, you work hard, the Temple tough, you play at the link. It was all these little things that just had me like bought in. Then just understanding the conference, right, and what Temple was previously. Like Temple was Temple, like Temple always been a great program and stuff. So I just feel like just understanding that, like really what I seen, went to the game. I liked what I seen, and just I've been close to family. My family's from New Jersey, so hour 30 drive. Other little things played in the part, but it's really just like what I seen when I came on the visit.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Do we want to talk more about the JUCO route? Or?
Yeah, I'd like to get into it. Obviously, for those of you listening that aren't familiar entirely with Curly's background, you went to high school in Florida, correct? Grew up in Florida, South Florida.
Miramar High School.
Went to junior college in Kansas, Independent. Yeah. Talk about why you felt that was the best route ultimately for your
out of high school.
Out of high school for your college football career.
Yeah. So out of high school, I didn't really want to play football. I just felt like the school. Well, I can't do school. That was my biggest thing. Like, there's no way I could do school. So
he's honest.
Man, shout out to Coach Stevens. My coach passed while I was in JUCO, but he was the one who helped me really get to where I am now. Like I reached out about he reached out about 50 to 100 JUCOs, and that was the only one that responded. And it was like it was a scholarship. It was almost like you just come and show. Like he texted and response was, "Fill us out. See you July 4th." So I'm just like, should I trust it or not? But just understand also that the little show on Netflix, like you could get out clearly. You play, you get out. So
yeah, I gotta connect the dots here. So out of high school, first person to get back to you. Was a coach at Indy.
First and only, I was the only coach.
First and only coach. And then when you decided you wanted to go to the NCAA, first program to reach out to you was Temple. So that was something that, building off the experience at Indy.
Yeah.
So when Temple reached out as the first school, that was automatically.
Yeah.
It wasn't a done deal, but it was something that
played a big part.
You had flagged.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah. And getting more into the experience once you actually got to JUCO, talking about you weren't sure. That was the only program that reached out to you. When you got there, how long did it take for you to realize that, hey, I actually got something here? I can really play football at a high level?
Yeah.
When did that – was there a moment or was there a game that clicked for you?
Before a game, I arrived July 4th, whatever. Boom, July 7th was the meeting. I get to the meeting, and there's 250 players. Can't even fit in the meeting room, and he's telling you, like, it's 250 y'all, only 53 y'all can make it, only 6 linebackers can make it, and it's 45 linebackers in the group chat. So right then and there, I'm just thinking, like, 45, like 25 returning, I'm a freshman, barely got recruited, so I'm just thinking, like, in the back of my head, like, it's all or none. I mean, it is JUCO, right? So just that really made me really, like, once I made that team, I went out, I was different. I was fighting for reps, like, you couldn't tell me I couldn't get on. Like that one rep could change, my experience, if I made this team or not. So that was the biggest thing. Once I got on the team, my first college game, the person in front of me went down, whatever. scored a touchdown, like my third play in, 7 tackles, a touchdown, TFL. So, I mean, from there it was history. So I feel like that making the team, then that first game, and then from there it was just,
One of our favorite questions also to ask, more about your road to Temple, but once you got onto Temple campus, was there something that you were like, wow, this is actually surprising and this feels like home, a little bit away from the football facility? Anything about campus?
Yeah, it had to be your first time.
In Philly?
Maybe in Philly or specifically North Philadelphia. So what we always ask, like, when you got to campus, expectations versus reality, where did they kind of align?
I ain't gonna lie, what I have Philly seen is kind of like more of a dirty city, right? When I know Philly, like especially my parents. So I'm thinking like, where can this school possibly be where it's gonna be like, it's gonna make me want to come here? Right? I'm gonna be honest.
That's a good answer, honestly.
Yeah, I'm thinking like,
you're coming
Philly,
from Florida. What time of year did you visit?
To FAU game, I was like November time.
So okay, that's a better
that was
time.
one of the last ones.
I just
overtime
visit in
that game.
December.
Exactly. I won overtime by the field goal.
Yeah.
So
you step onto campus, though, and are you, like, shocked? You're like, oh, so this kind of does feel like a campus? Like,
no, I did, and it was big, right? It's nice. I'm like, okay, wait, this is Philly. Like, it's actually nice. You go to the EO. Okay, they got a nice facility, nice field. It looked good. My expectations was, wasn't what I seen when I got here. Like I said, I'm thinking like a dirty city, probably some raggedy school. Just put a program together and you just play. So when I got here, I ain't gonna lie, it changed my whole view on it.
Right. I'm just curious. So
yeah.
I feel like Peter's going to have a wild answer for that, too.
You've experienced now 1.5 cold winters.
Yeah.
As someone who's lived here for my entire life, the thought of living in South Florida is amazing. The weather, are you, like, adjusted to how do you feel about the cold? Because I know if I came from the South, I don't know how I'd be walking outside.
That's my answer.
in 0 degrees.
For sure.
Nonetheless, putting on the pads and playing football.
I ain't gonna lie, I was in Kansas. I done practiced a -1 one time, so that was my real adjustment. Like when I went to Kansas, first thought they wouldn't even give you nothing. Like, so I'm going to practice 5 a.m. ice on the field, 1 degrees. You just with a jacket on and some shorts.
So you were used to it by then.
I was used to it.
Okay.
Ain't gonna lie, riding the scooter here, that's no joke. Riding that scooter here, 5 a.m. going to the winter workouts, freezing cold.
Just a side bit. Kansas is like sneaky cold.
Yeah.
Like, when you think like cold cities, you don't like think Kansas.
You don't think Midwest.
But I'm
like
thinking now, like Chiefs playing some cold games in the wintertime. Like sneaky cold city.
I didn't even know it get that cold. I'm gonna keep it real. Like my first time landing there, like coming back in January, it was snow everywhere. Like.
Right. Okay, so the answer was you already experienced 2 years of harsh winters.
He's used to the cold, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. I want to go back to something you said when you got to JUCO. Kind of went in. You didn't have any expectations. The linebacker group chat had 45 people.
Yeah.
Only 6 of them were going to make it. Would you think it's fair to say that once you got onto the team, you were one of the 6 players, you're getting more reps, you're getting in games, the confidence that you must have built from going in not knowing you were going to play in college to then making the team to then getting the reps, getting the games, I think that's one of the more underappreciated, not talked enough about things about JUCO is you really get a chance to build your confidence, to get on a team, get the reps, and then when you go to this level, you feel like, man, I can play with these guys.
Yeah.
So talk about like how your confidence built over those 2 years.
Well, getting there and really seeing like day by day the numbers drop. Like going to 250 tomorrow, 235, 220, like when you don't make that team, like you're like honestly, like even just going to 1 or 2 practices and no cuts, no nothing, but you just get maybe 2 reps out of 50 plays. You understand it, like it's real limited. So every rep you got to make it count. So understand. Once I made that team and I'm seeing like it went from 250 by the time the team it was only 100 people. So now like just playing in those games and seeing those, I talked to a lot of people. Like my roommates, I'm the only person who made the team out of my roommates. 4 freshmen, only one who made the team. So like and seeing their point of view, like wanting to go home. I used to talk to them every like, don't go home. It's, like you redshirting, you got another year, you still can make it out. So like I was kind of like they always spoke to me also like how I feel like the play just like the bond you build in JUCO was crazy. Like just you got really 2 seasons right to really get out and go D1 and everybody give it they all, but really like going there and making that team and kind of just playing it with like no other. There's no money involved, right? Away from family, like 24-hour drive, sometimes 2-3 flights to get back home, like. So it's really like where I was at and my situation just really made me like I don't know, like it was crazy. I still think about those nights sometimes. Like I had a night. I remember my first time we worked out or something. It was like so bullshit. Like you just show up, you didn't really have to do nothing. So I really couldn't believe it. I almost went home, honestly. So, like, just to make it here, I'm blessed, honestly. Like.
Yeah, and for those of you live, we also have Peter Clarke, joining us, who we'll get into his story at Temple. But Curly, I got one more question for you, and I think obviously talked about JUCO route 2 years. It's kind of like really is like 2 years to prove it to go to the next level. And then you turn around in your first season with Temple, had a lot of success. I believe you started every game.
Yeah.
Couple notable games with, I think you had 9 tackles in one game against, I'm blanking on who that was against. Whatever. Point is, you had a really good season.
Yeah.
Playing linebacker. What was the difference on the field for you? Obviously, the level of play is elevated.
Yeah.
How were you able to elevate your play this year and have a really good first season?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Coach Duz his flowers, right? Like I spoke about JUCO, it was BS. I was there. It was my first time playing linebacker in the box. I previously played safety, so like them 2 years I was there, I was playing off pure talent and just instincts, right? Just playing football for 2 years. I got here and my spring was real slow, just not understanding the positions, like little things, right? Like taking on blocks, hitting the gap, what foot up, like right, like placement, all that feet work. I got here, it was real slow, and like just understanding like. Playing that talent and being well coached really made me like who I am. Like spring was slow, learning process, new defense, new coaching staff. You get to know people. Just came back the fall camp, but just knew the defense. So I just able to play fast and just over time got coached, experience, played in games. You just you learn from your mistakes. So
yeah, and real quick, I didn't know you previously played safety.
Yeah. Did
that transition coming from safety? How did you transition into that role? Obviously, speed was probably a huge part of it.
Yeah.
What did you take from playing safety that you think helped at the linebacker position?
Definitely just playing in space. Like, playing in space wasn't the issue. Like, I might miss a gap, take on the wrong gap, wrong shoulder, but easily play the zone coverage, play the man. So that was my biggest thing, like understanding how to play in the box, how to read, see the whole picture. Don't just do it. You got to see more than just your job. So it was really those things, really like learning the linebacker position, being vocal, those type of things that made me excel. So
yeah. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit about your journey to Temple.
Mm-hmm. That's a new one. We haven't had any JUCO to Temple
It's new,
people.
and you learn something new, and I appreciate you open up about that experience.
Yeah.
And don't go anywhere, because we're going to need to hear from you later with some of our Temple takes.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm right here. I'm waiting.
Some of our beloved fans. But let's transition over to Peter, who has been here for 3 years now.
Yeah, just finished my third season.
Just finished third season. And when I was kind of going through and doing my research, the first thing that really stood out to me, and I guess it would make sense, but really when you look at the stats, when you look at the progression, every year it feels like your role on the team just kind of grew and grew. Can you talk about when you first got here, your experience, how every year it felt like you just took on a little bit more every single season? Obviously this year we'll get into the breakout season, all of that, but talk about your role and just how it kind of grew from year to year.
Yeah, so I get here as a freshman, and we have DMR in the tight end room who's currently playing for the Titans. And he showed me the blueprint on what a Temple tight end, but more importantly, an NFL tight end looks like. So I was the 12 personnel tight end. So when there's 2 tight ends on the field, I was the second guy. I rotated in certain drives and certain situational football. They used my big frame, and I was really a situational player my true freshman year. Going into my second year, DMR.
A lot of goal line, right?
Yeah, a lot of goal line, a lot of third down. A lot of just big body stuff, right? And then we get to my second year, DMR's on the Titans, and I'm having a great offseason. We get into full camp. 2 days before the first game, I get tweaked. I missed the first 2 games of the year. I was projected to start, do all this stuff, and now I'm like, damn, I missed the first 2 games. Someone else is above me. They start working, and I kind of get used as not so much as a situational player, more as a rotational player, but I don't get the opportunities I would like. I don't get all the plays that I think I should have got, but I play my role. I understand on the team that everyone has a role to play, and I understand very quickly what they want my role to be and how I can help this football team win as many games as possible. So I play that role and finish up that year, and then the coaching staff changes, and I meet Coach Keeler and see the scheme and the plays we're going to run, and I'm like, hey, like, this could be it. This could be my chance, right? So I put a big emphasis on taking care of my body, doing everything right to build into a huge year. And I just took every opportunity I got to make a play on the football, and it played out the way it did.
Yeah, going back to my goal line comment real quick. I feel like the first, I don't know, like 2 years of watching you play, I feel like when you caught the ball, it was like in the end zone.
Touchdown
Yeah.
every
It was
time.
just like Peter Clarke catches the ball, it's a touchdown.
Yeah,
Even like the start of this year, didn't against UMass? Didn't you like? Would you have 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns in that game?
Yeah, I had 2 at the first game of this year.
Yeah.
My first catch, my first 2 years was both touchdowns.
I knew I wasn't making that. See,
That's a
I
nice
make
stat.
sometimes I
yeah.
make up stuff on this show. That was true.
For
I
the
knew that
first
was
time
true.
ever.
Yeah, so no, I have a habit of getting into the end zone. Love scoring touchdowns. Like it's fun. It's why you play the game.
Yeah, for the love of the game, for sure. So your decision to stay at Temple, we all saw the Instagram post. We're back. So this is your final year, I'm assuming, 4th year, right?
Yeah.
So what made you stay? What made you love Temple, love this place, and decide to stay?
Well, Temple's given me so much, right? And they make a lot of promises, and they came through every time. They provided me with a family away from home. They gave me everything, every flower I'm getting today. The seed was planted by Temple as a freshman in 2023, right? So I had a duty to serve the university the way it served me. The returning starters on offense. We have a chance to do something really special, take this conference by storm, win a bunch of football games, and look good doing it. So speaking to my teammates, coming back all together as a group, being a legacy player, someone who's going to lead this team back into the spotlight, it was all attractive features that wanted me to stay.
Let's go back prior to Temple. Obviously, the audience might be able to tell by your accent that grew up in the UK. You're South London, right?
Yeah, South London.
You're a Crystal Palace fan, right?
Hell yeah.
Good year for you last year.
Hell yeah. FA Cup.
Must have been exciting. NFL Academy. I feel like a lot of football fans have heard about the NFL Academy, but probably couldn't tell you much about the NFL Academy. So could you tell us how you first, A, got into playing football, and B, the NFL Academy and what that experience has done for you now?
Yeah, so start playing football. I played flag football. The Jacksonville Jaguars started a flag program. I got involved with that. Got sent to a team called the London Warriors. Played with them for a while, and then the NFL Academy was announced, and everyone was like, "What the hell is this going to be?" The NFL decided to build a high school with a high school football program, with the goal of sending international student athletes to Division I colleges all across America in hopes of reaching the NFL and infiltrating that market with foreign players. Because they realize there's athletic talent far beyond America that they quite haven't seen and believe in yet. So it's a full football program that emulates what IMG do down in Florida.
Okay.
It's basically almost a boarding school.
That was like the model.
Yeah,
IMG.
it's
Okay.
very similar. It's the easiest thing
That's a
to-
really
to
good way of
describe.
describing
Yeah.
it.
There's a dorm that you stay in. There's meals catered to you, full strength staff, elite facilities, great opportunity. They've actually played IMG 4 times. Like everything that they do, we do in Europe, right? So that's what the NFL Academy is. So I'm 16 years old, and I get a chance to go there, and I'm like, hey, this is my chance to get out of where I'm coming from and change my life. So commit to go play at the NFL Academy. I go there. Within a couple months, I had my first Division I offer, and that was just a domino effect. Within a couple weeks, I had 3 offers, 4 offers, and then it went dead. And I was like, well, like, why? Like, I didn't understand. I was foreign. They didn't believe in my height, my weight, how fast I could run, what I could do, the competition I was playing against. And there was a real demand for me to get out to America for summer camps and prove against Americans what I could do. So went down to Texas, did a whole bunch of different camps down there. I left with 22 scholarships and put my name on the map. Was ranked nationally, did a whole bunch of different stuff, and started the recruiting process for real. And visited some schools, spoke to some coaches, and fell in love with Temple.
Yeah, so I feel like your journey to playing football perhaps started a little bit later than maybe the average kid in the United States. Growing up, did you watch much NFL football at all?
No, I didn't watch any at all.
I know the Jags. I call them London Jaguars. It feels like they play there every other week. Was there ever, when you got into football, was there a player or maybe even a team that you watched that kind of like you wanted to kind of inspire you, or you based your maybe like a tight end that you based your game off of, or you watched a lot of film of?
Yeah, definitely Gronkowski. He has fun doing it. Big body, awkward, very much like me. Love watching him play football.
That's a good comparison.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Gronk's been out of the league for a couple years now, but yeah, you're right. He does kind of have that awkward kind of physical. He's a good block. He's also a really good blocker. Okay, so cool. So you get to Temple. Let's revisit a question we had for Curly.
Mm-hmm.
You get to Temple. Did you
See the campus
Did you
before?
take a visit before? Because I have a lot of international teammates on my team, and none of them visit. They just take a blind. They just take a blind shot.
One of them said they watched a YouTube video and was
one
like,
said
yeah,
they
I'm going
watched a
there.
YouTube
YouTube video? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like coming from England just for a 24-hour visit, 48-hour visit is a bit crazy. So what I used to do is come over and do a bunch of unofficial visits, right? Flew in, saw Penn State, Temple, Maryland, go down to Texas, do Rice, North Texas, TCU, and do these circuits, right? So I saw Temple unofficially. Then I got offered, did my official visit. And for me, like, London's a big city feel, and I didn't want to go to some random middle of nowhere place that was going to make me feel so far away from home. I was alienated.
Happy Valley.
So yeah, I come to Temple, I step out, I see North Philadelphia, and I see people that don't look like me, but they have the same stories, and we could relate, and they understood me. So fell in love with the place in that way. There were people that was willing to take care of me and look out for me and be happy for me just because I wore that T on my chest and we had a similar upbringing. So I fell in love with the place.
That's a great answer.
That's a really powerful answer.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, you've been here for a couple years now. Earlier this week, we were talking to Jordan Mason, who we'll see play in about 25 minutes here.
Mm-hmm.
We asked him about
Texas.
food. We did ask him about Texas. We asked him a lot about food,
Yeah.
specifically in Philadelphia. And let's just say he didn't seem to be a fan.
Of a cheesesteak.
Of the
That
Philly cheesesteak.
definitely was not a fan of that.
Oh, no.
I'm hoping Curly, you're not in on cheesesteaks?
No, I had my best cheesesteak here.
I thought, okay.
Good.
I
We
never
can
had
get
a
into that
cheesesteak
too.
until I got here. Maybe if I did, it was like average.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
a
let's
cheesesteak.
bring
They're not
Curly
the
back
same.
in for this. You guys found a cheesesteak spot not on. I mean, I don't think there's.
I wouldn't say on campus.
not on
I'd say
campus.
Philly in general.
In the
Yeah,
city that
for sure.
that's getting your business.
Well, Curly's excited.
So look, when I flew in on the visit, I got picked up and we got dropped off to the Taste down there in Center City. I remember they brought it for the team. Remember we tried it?
Yeah.
When I had that, it was me, my mom, my brother. Like the expectations on a cheesesteak was kind of like we're in Philly, right? I'm hoping it's a good cheesesteak. Like my first bite, I had a jerk chicken one. I don't know if you had that.
Whoa,
Jerk
I've
chicken
Never
cheesesteak.
tried it.
I've
No.
never had
Amazing. By far the best cheesesteak I ever had.
Whoa.
So your first one was your best.
First one was
Curly
my
is a
best.
man of first. He loves the
It was a
first
chicken
everything.
cheesesteak?
You say
Was
what?
it chicken cheesesteak?
No,
Jerk
jerk
chicken?
chicken cheesesteak. Jerk chicken. So like
I've never heard
no,
of that.
it's like
fresh,
spicy.
made on the grill right in front.
Isn't
Yeah,
that spicy?
got that
Yeah,
spice
well,
to
every
it.
cheesesteak is made in the grill
See,
right in front of you.
yeah,
see,
right.
I don't want to get it. I know it's not Temple Takes, but a jerk chicken cheesesteak.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta try it.
You like that more than a normal cheesesteak?
Have you had just
Yeah.
a regular Philly cheesesteak as well?
Yeah. I remember I tried Old Brother, and it was kind of.
No, see, we got to venture.
Yeah,
a
you
little
got to
bit.
go a little bit away from
You gotta
Temple.
get downtown.
Yeah, definitely. I realized that once I had that.
I had Del Rossi's
Won't ever
last
go
night.
back.
I'm gonna be honest. Jerk
It's
chicken
gas.
cheesesteak was not on my bingo card tonight.
Yeah, no.
Didn't think we'd end up there. Okay, Peter, what about you? Are you into the whole cheesesteak scene?
Yeah, I've been to a couple places, Angelo's, Del Rossi's, whole bunch of different places. For me, like the steak and the cheese is the same. It's all about the bread.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. You like a
So
seeded
really-
roll or normal roll?
The seeded roll, but if it's overly baked or toasted and it gets too
if
crunchy,
it's too crunchy, yep.
Nah, I don't. Yeah.
it's horrible.
Agreed, for
It's
sure.
it's a really good answer.
But then you get some
I'm
of
actually
the,
impressed.
You get some of those breads where
He
it's
knows
too
his
soft
stuff.
and soggy, and it's like, what am I
Oh,
doing?
he's a bread master.
No, he's 100%
Nah, it's
right.
all about the bread.
See, I think
But
that's
what's your
why
number one spot?
I lean Angelo's for that reason. I think their bread.
The
seeded-
traditional
seeded roll.
cheesesteak, Angelo's is pretty good. But
You guys
like
are going
the
basic.
place that Curly was talking about,
What is
The-
that? The Taste? Is that
it's
what you
called
said?
Taste.
Yeah,
It's a Haitian. It's like a Haitian cheesesteak spot.
Bro,
It's good.
they have like oxtail. Like they
Oh,
got like
bougie.
Wow.
variety. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess
Yeah.
we'll have to venture out,
I
David.
think we might have to hit up Taste.
I've never heard of that place
for,
either.
for a jerk chicken and oxtail cheesesteak.
They got the regular chicken steak, but
yeah,
Yeah. But maybe
most-
we need to venture out.
yeah.
Should we get into Temple Takes now?
Let's.
Yeah?
That's a good segue. We started talking food. Let's.
Yeah, David asked that question, but for Temple Takes today, our fans, our Owl Faithful, as David called them, are going to
well,
be asking the questions.
We called out the Owl Faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Told them, go to our Instagram and give us some questions to ask.
You can
to
shout
our-
at me. I made some good graphics for this as
you good,
well.
Reggie?
I did make some graphics. They weren't approved.
They were not approved by me. I'm
the-
usually not a crazy graphic girl, but we asked some great questions, and we're excited to ask Peter and Curly.
So let's start. We're on the theme of food, so let's just stay there.
Mm-hmm.
favorite food spot on campus for both of you. If you want us to go first, I could give my answer after.
All right, you go first. You go first. Lead the way.
I'm a Honey Truck guy, and I think I'm looking at the right guy who just stopped by for Honey Truck because I'm pretty sure Reggie has a NIL deal with Honey Truck. Is that true? That's right. So I'm a Honey Truck guy.
Hey, that was my answer. I was about to say Reggie put me on Honey Truck.
Honey Truck's really good.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's my spot.
What, the chicken wrap?
They do close a little early. I will say it's like a 2:30, 3 p.m. close. That was like 5 p.m. They'd get a lot more of my business, but yeah, I'm a Honey Truck guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm going
struggling.
Honey Truck.
Honey Truck for sure.
Oh wow, you're a
Oh
Honey
wow.
Truck too.
Okay,
That's
3.
good.
All right, you gotta be.
Okay, I think on our first podcast we talked about the Honey Truck, and I do like it, but I'm not gonna say it's my favorite spot on campus. Just so I'll be different. I'm gonna go the blue Mexican truck outside of SAC, the student center.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you had that truck?
No, I gotta try that.
That's a good one.
It's good.
If you like
I
Mexican
think
food,
that's up there.
It's a
What
good
do you
truck.
get?
I've had tacos there. I've had the burritos are like huge.
Yeah.
Like have everything in it. They're really good.
I like a good burrito.
I also really like the crepe truck. I don't think that gets enough hype, but the crepe truck is one of the best.
I seen there's a new
best
truck
spots
out there.
on
That line
campus.
was long. What is that truck called?
Where
I
was
think
it?
like
Nanos.
bro, that line was around the
Which
whole
one?
corner like this. Like
Yeah, you know what Mexican spot I had the other day is this place called Wonder. I think they're actually.
It's just a DoorDash type thing, right?
Yeah, I think actually
Healthy.
they're also a sponsor of Temple, so shout out to Wonder. But I actually got like a discount code and I
Yeah.
ordered it. It was pretty good. They had good.
Okay.
I'm a quesadilla guy. Don't get me started on Chipotle when you can't order the quesadilla in store. It makes no sense. But Wonder, if you want a Mexican.
Okay, I have another food one we can go off of. Are Philly pretzels worth the hype? And do you dip it in anything?
No.
Peter says no.
No dipping or
There's
no
some.
no hype.
No to both.
The only pretzels I like are the Amish ones. The
Okay.
Amish pretzels.
Okay.
All right,
different.
is that like a farmer's market purchase?
Yeah.
Like Reading Terminal has
Reading
a bunch
Terminal
of
has a
Amish
few.
stuff.
I like
But
that
like,
answer.
if you can get to an Amish market, them pretzels bang.
Peter, your food ball knowledge of Philadelphia's
He knows his stuff.
high
it's
level.
pretty elite.
He's
I'm not gonna
passionate
lie.
about it.
High level.
These are two really good call-outs.
I like Philly pretzels. I think they're rated accurately.
I'm not a pretzel guy. I don't like pretzels.
No.
Really?
Nah.
Not even have you had a have you had like a proper soft pretzel?
That's the
from
thing. Like, I mean, I eat it right if it's there. I'm not gonna sit here and go somewhere and like want a pretzel. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
I
Like,
wouldn't like go buy one.
yeah, I
but,
wouldn't
like,
go buy one, but if they're
when they're
offered, I eat
available,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I like soft pretzels.
Have you ever had the cinnamon butter? Like I think it's
I don't
Philly
like,
Factory.
That's too much.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I don't like all that.
Okay.
I don't like to dip.
I
my
had to get on the
pretzel.
dipping. Okay,
I don't-
David's a no dipper.
I'm out on dips. Pretzels are good.
I like mustard.
My favorite
so.
pretzel spot. I don't have like a favorite. I'm not picky with pretzels.
Okay.
Okay, let's get off.
We got a lot of good questions.
We got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Let's get off food for a sec.
Okay. We
Any-
talk a lot of food.
Someone asked if either of you have any superstitions.
Pre-game.
Let's say like before games.
Yeah.
Let's narrow it down a little bit. Like, do you put the left shoe on? Like, for me, I put the left one on before the right every time. I don't know why. I just do it.
Nah, I don't really think I got one, honestly. Like, I really don't. Honestly, it might be different every game. It's times I get dressed a little earlier than before, so I won't say I got no superstition, but yeah, honestly, I'm pretty basic. Get ready for the game.
Any music?
Definitely music. I'm going raw wave. I'm a
Okay.
raw wave fan, big raw wave. No matter what's the scenery, like, I don't know. That's just the person I go to, like, honestly.
Okay.
Nah, I just be hanging out, waiting to go onto the field. I hate waiting around, so I be just sitting in my locker bored.
No music for you?
Sometimes. It depends. If the locker room stuff's good, the locker room stuff. If not, I'll put my headphones on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, like, I just be waiting to get to the game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm really just waiting the game time.
What would
That's
be
it.
your go-to, Peter? He's Rod Wave. Who are you putting on before a game? Or it depends on the vibe.
It depends on the vibe. But, like, maybe some, like, rock music. There's something, like, upbeat. Like, not stuff that I would walk around listening to, but, like, something that's just, like, angry and loud.
Okay.
Angry and loud.
All right. That's
So if I
that's a
see
good
you on
answer.
the field before a game and you got headphones on, I'm just gonna assume you're listening to some like angry, loud music.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, let's.
Wait, so you cross country, right?
Yeah.
How do you get ready for a game?
A game?
It's
That's
a
a
game?
meet,
Is that what you call it?
a meet, what you call it?
I
A
like
meet,
I like
my bad.
that. Call it a game. No, that's good. How do I get ready?
You don't listen to music, right?
No, I don't listen to music.
Well, your meets are at like
how you
what 7
prepare
a.m.
for
It's like
miles.
think about like the football environment. It's like the complete opposite. Like you guys are trying to rally each other up. We're trying to be as calm as possible.
Yeah.
So like before a meet, I'm trying to relax. Like I don't want my heart rate to be super high.
Yeah.
I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to get into like a flow state. So where you guys are like banging heads in the locker room, I'm trying to keep it like as calm as possible.
Yeah.
Because once the race starts, your heart rate's gonna elevate. You're gonna be nervous and everything. So I say it's really chill.
Yeah.
And I just try to like make sure not putting anything in my body that I'm gonna regret. So everything's
Gotcha.
pretty simple on meet day.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So all right, let's talk. Let's get into some of the more general, I say, questions.
Okay.
Someone's just curious.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie?
Movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like.
That's a hard question.
Yeah.
There's-
But movie I always watch, I ain't gonna lie, go to, and I watched it on the plane last time I flew. I like Little Man. Y'all ever watch Little Man?
I've never seen Little Man.
Never heard
No.
of it.
They don't know bull.
He said what?
They don't know bull, bro.
Okay.
I don't watch
I like
movies,
Little Man,
bro.
honestly. I have
You
to
seen
admit.
that movie?
Yeah, Little Man's funny.
Yeah, Little Man funny. I don't know. I like that movie.
I think my favorite movie probably Step Brothers.
That's a
okay,
good
that's
answer.
a good one.
A good one.
Yeah.
I like.
I could be.
Have you guys ever seen War Dogs?
What is it?
War Dogs?
No, I never seen that.
You should watch War Dogs.
War Dogs?
It's a good movie.
I might gotta watch that one.
All right, a couple more. I know we're getting close to tip off. We got to get a score prediction from both of you.
Yep.
Let's go.
I think we should do the starting 5 one.
Okay.
On
Yeah,
your football team,
That's a good one to end on.
you have to make a starting 5. Who
For
are you
basketball?
picking? Yeah, who are you picking?
How? I don't even. I ain't. I gotta get some size. I'm gonna start with my 5. I might. This is hard. You wanna go first, Peter? Let me go first. I'll go.
If you need time to think, I can go.
You go.
All right,
Peter's
cool.
ready.
So I'm taking me. I'm taking.
What position are you playing?
I'm probably the 4.
I was thinking.
Whoa.
I'm probably the 4 because I'm not the biggest.
Biggest. Yeah.
But like I can do something. Number 5, I'm gonna take Joey, the new tight end from Penn State.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tall dude, can jump. I saw him on the vertical jump. Dude can jump.
Okay.
So I'm taking him. He's gonna be my 5. Then I'm gonna take Candy, the wide receiver transfer from UNC. He's like 6'5".
Yeah.
Candy, is that his
Candy.
name?
Lot of transfers in the starting 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be my free. And then I need a shifty guy, someone with a brain that can move the ball around. I'm thinking maybe Jojo Bermudez.
You took him. That was my 1.
You can
Jojo-
recycle. It's okay.
Okay.
Shifty, in and out, can move around. He gonna be my point guard.
Yeah.
And then my 2, you need someone for like team morale. You need a locker room guy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm thinking Colin Chase.
Okay.
That's a secure one. All right, so I'm gonna start. I'm going JoJo at my 1, JoJo Bermudez at my point guard. So look, I had a lot of basketball talk with Willie Love, so I'm gonna put Willie Love at my 3. He's so-called was a D1 basketball player, so we're gonna live with that.
Oh.
I'll put myself at the 2. I'm going Peter Clarke at my 5. Need
Wow.
I'm going
Peter's
with
like, really, me?
yeah, I ain't with the too much of a big center at my 4. I'm gonna put on my 4.
Wait, did you name yourself yet? Are
Yeah, I
you?
put myself as
Okay,
shooting guard.
I was about to say, are you on the team?
Yeah, I'm on the team.
He's just coach.
I don't know my 4. Who else? I don't even know. I'm gonna go.
Would Evan
I forgot
Evan
about that
Simon
new
make this-
lineman.
Yeah, I can't believe Peter
What's the
didn't
tall-
say
what's the,
Evan
um,
Simon.
I
The
feel
kid
like
from
that-
Louisville.
Yeah, he could be a 5.
I'm thinking about the 5. I'm putting Peter at the 4. He
You
like
don't know
6'7".
his name, you just...
No, he's like 6'9".
They call him. I forgot R. I think R.
Yeah.
His name. He literally
Okay.
said call him
We're
R.
still learning everybody.
I feel
Okay,
like
yeah,
I feel
it's
like
only
Yeah,
Evan,
he
1
like
week.
6'7" or 6'8". He tall as.
Yeah.
I
he's
feel like
tall.
Evan Simon.
He's going to be butthurt, I think, about
Evan
this.
Simon's not even making my bench.
He don't know
strikes me-
ball.
He don't
could
know
strike
ball.
me as a surprisingly good point guard. Just
Have
Evan
you
a
seen
good
him?
point guard?
Like,
I mean, like as a quarterback, like distributing. I feel like those.
Hell no.
No.
I gotta see that.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, don't want to miss tip off. Can we get a score prediction for tonight as the Owls take on USF?
82-76 to the Owls.
Owls win 82-76.
Yeah, I'm going Temple 77, USF 68.
Okay.
That's my score
9-point
prediction.
victory for the Owls. We'll take that.
I like that.
Amelia?
I'm going to go 88-81. Obviously, the Owls are winning.
Okay.
It's going to be a high offense
high.
game.
High
You guys
offense
are, I'm
game?
going to
Okay.
go the opposite. I'm going to say it's low scoring. I'm going to say 66-63.
You avoided that extra point for something,
Dog
huh?
fight.
A little defensive showdown
Okay.
in North Philadelphia. Well, thank you guys for joining.
Thank you.
Appreciate both of your time. I hope the rest of the spring workouts go well, and we'll look forward
No
to
more vomiting, please. I'm kidding.
Yeah, keep the vomiting down
There was
for
a couple
Temple
of those.
Lacrosse. We'll look forward to following you guys, and
Good luck next
before we
season.
know it, we'll be back in the
Yeah.
link.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Go
All right,
Owls.
Take
Go
it easy.
Owls.
Go Owls.